Hello and welcome back to PixelMgc for another tutorial on logo designing. So as you could see, some of the questions that I got from the client. These are the questions what we're going to use to design a logo for a company which is belongs to pen production, and its name is Penguin, and its tagline should be pen, and all the information like what color we should use and how the logo will look like. They all have provided all the information, and all by keeping all these things in mind we have to design the logo. So first of all, we have collected some relevant images to the pen related to pen companies, and I just made a collage out of it. This is the important part from which you should get some idea, and don't try to copy any logo, but have some idea out of this logo. And their request is their logo should match the style of big pen like this and Mont Blanc it is. So keeping that thing also mind, that we have to think of a design, and we have to sketch it out. So before we start sketching, if we just go through these questionnaires, their name, as the name suggested, penguin pens, they want that the penguin shaped, anything related to penguins should be there. And it's a company is a fountain pen production company, so we have to also keeping those thing in mind that should represent the fountain pen in the logo itself. So we have to consider all this information at a whole and start sketching, and out of those sketch we have to find out which is the best looking logo, or you can find out 2-3 if you are confusing. If there is any confusion, we have to choose 2-3 logos to design and convert it into digital format, and then we can send to client to finalize their logo. But here I think I have designed almost 10-15 sketches, rough sketches, out of which I selected one. As you can say that I can it's a demo questions demo logo making. It's not a final project, not a live project. Okay, these are some sketches what I did, keeping all the stuffs in mind. You can see some of them are looking like penguin head, and I'm trying to replicate all the details what they need. So I'm not satisfied with any of these logos, so I just keep on sketching more, although I have just used pen over here, and then I'll switch to a pencil. These are some of the logo what I have designed next. So you can see in each and every logo I have just tried to replicate the symbol of penguin, but finally what I felt that the bottom part could be the best one for the concept. It's look like penguin head and also have the nib of a fountain pen on it. So to start it, we'll take a canvas of 1000 into 1000 pixel and click on create. Now the canvas is ready. You have to put the final design. You can go to file and place by using that menu command. You can place the final sketch onto your artboard, but here I just copied it out because I have already done this logo and I'm just trying to recreate it. So I just copied that sketch from the file and paste it over here, but don't do that because I know the dimension. That's why I just make some adjustment by stretching it by holding alt, and here I have just making it resized, holding shift and dragging it out. So try to use the place command file, then place, then browse the file and place it over here. So here I'm taking a ellipse tool to make the first part of the logo, and taking another ellipse to cut it out, selecting both the shapes, going to Pathfinder. I have already put the Pathfinder tool onto my toolbox. You can find it on Windows. Now to make the middle part little bit elevated, I have just created two anchor points by using selection tool, and the middle part I have just moved towards left by using left arrow key of the keyboard by selecting that middle point. Now here I'm just making some adjustments to match up the sketch. Now the first part is done. Now it's time to make the nib part. So here, as I have told in my previous video also, try to replicate the sketch, and if you are not satisfied, then you can make some changes as per your thinking. It doesn't matter, it doesn't there any hard and bind rule that you have to follow the sketch only. You can make some changes if you're not satisfied with the result. As here, I just want to make that nib front a little bit longer. That's why I'm just making some changes. And if you want to move a particular point or particular anchor point or particular pixel, just use selection tool. You can select any point individually. So here I just made some changes to the bottom part of the nib, and here I'm taking a rectangle and selecting both the same shape. I just click on minus front. Here I'm just transforming it using reflect tool. Right click, then transform, then reflect. Because as the top and bottom part are having the same format, so I just made one part of it properly and then cut it out, and then I'm going to merge it. Or I'm using shape builder tool to minus the extra part. Here holding alt, you can do the minus. You can see the minus symbol over here. Just click on minus. Now these things having some mess over there, so I can't use the shape builder tool much. So I just making some adjustments, and we can delete those points what is unnecessary. Just delete it one by one if it is not necessary, and unnecessarily is there is just create some glitches. So here I'm just making it a nib to represent the nib. Now it's not required the sketch part, I'm just deleting it out. As the client's questionnaire, they have suggested to use gray and orange, and mostly two colors should be there, so I'm just keeping those things in mind. I'm just expanding it so that whenever we'll change its size, the shape will not be shattered or take different kind of shape. So here I'm taking the name of the company. Here I'm use a sans serif font. but as per their requirement they want a little bit decorative one and calligraphy one, so we can change it. Yes, but I'm not satisfied with this one. The pen should be small, yeah, like this. And as you can say, there is a till to the end of the S, so we could think of something else over there. Yes, here we could create like this, like structure to show that the writing of the pen, it will look a little bit trendy. Just making stroke to gray. Now to the steep part I'm just making a little bit smoother, and the end, I feel that end should be straight enough to show the discipline of the writing. At the end it should be straight one up. Okay, you can do your adjustment if you're not satisfying with the result, because a logo always represents a company brand. So whenever we'll do these kinds of logo, you should keep all the details in mind. That should be clean enough and perfect enough. So here I'm going to merge. I'm just taking just resizing the stroke to the matching to the font size. So here I'm just created outline of the font and merge it, so the logo is fine, and this is the black and white format. So whenever we'll do a logo, just convert it to the black and white format by creating a copy out of it and see how it look like, because always we are not sure whether color logo will be going to used. Sometimes it needs to have black and white logo, like in packages and in some of the letterheads. Sometimes we are bound to use black and white, so we have to see for both the angle, for color and also the black and white one. So here I'm going to represent it using mockup files. These are the free mockups what I have downloaded, and also I have saved the file in PNG format, so that I can put it on that mockup file. So I'm just dragging it down to the design file, making some adjustments. So there is a gap. I just create a copy out of the bottom part and deleting the original one, and then selecting both. I just made some adjustment. Now click on apply and close the PSB file, so that it will create the 3D version of the logo. This is only for the representation, or if you want, your client wants the logo in that format, then you have to make some changes in the mockup file, so that you could get the straight version of the logo. This is the actual version. If you put it on a wall, the logo will look like this. Okay, thank you very much for today. And if you like this video and want to have this kind of video for future, then like my channel and don't forget to subscribe and click on bell icon to get the videos that added laterally. So thank you for today and have a good day.